Hey ladies, hope you're doing great. So I'm going to be styling this week. The client just wants it to be straight and she'll be traveling very soon. So she wants me to, treat it and straighten it for her. And the hair is already treated. Now, whenever I want to know the texture of a wig, how good a wig is, it's how it comes out after treatment. Different hairs react differently. And you know that there are different types of hairs in the market now, different types of textures and all that stuff. But the thing is, when a client brings a good hair to me, after treatment, the texture is different. All right, and I can tell you that this is a very, very good hair. All right, now it is a very, very bad thing for a client to give you a wig and you're unable to give them back quality service. Under no circumstance should a client lose so much hair, unless maybe it is no fault of yours. Probably they didn't take good care of the hair and it's so tangled to the extent that when you're trying to, detangle and make sure that the hair is properly taken care of, those ones that have already cut off from the wig falls off. So first things first, put your mannequin head on your tripod and get ready to style with me, okay? So I'm going to be using my brush to brush the hair out, and the hair is properly done, properly treated, so there are no tangled ends or anything. It's already set for styling. Now I'm going to be going in with my Firewall Heat Protecting Spray. That spray prevents your hair from damaging while you are styling it. You see how I'm spraying it all around generously? That is how it should be done. Sometimes you may decide to do it in layers while you are parting the hair or portioning the hair. Then you spray according to the layers you're going through with, okay? But for this time around, I'm spraying all around. Now I'm going to go in with my hair wax. This is used to make the closure part of the wig stay flat. Sometimes when you see some wigs, it's bumpy and not so flat and everything. There is a solution to that. You can use your hair wax and use heat from your hand dryer like I'm doing right now, okay? You can get your hair wax from Amazon. You can get it from AliExpress. It's pretty easy to find. All you need to do is just type in hair wax. It's always there. You see how flat it is? Whenever you're having that bumpy stuff on your head, just go in with your hair wax and heat and you're good to go. Now you need hair clips, and there are different types of hair clips. Hair clips help you portion the hair in different parts and it makes the job way easier for you, okay? So when you want to say you want to prep a wig for washing, or you can go in with your hair clips to just portion the hair so that you can detangle quickly and freely without having any obstruction. When you also want to style, you need hair clips. Hair clips come in handy. So I'm going to be using these colorful ones because they take more hair, more volume of hair. All right. I also have the silver hair clips that I showed you earlier. Those ones are for smaller portions of hair to hold the hair in place. So whatever you're doing, just make sure you invest in hair clips. They are not expensive, pretty easy to find. You can find them in Superstore all around you. So just make sure you get the ones that can work for you. Now I'm going to be going in with my flat iron. There are two types. The blue one is a smaller flat iron, a smaller straightener, while the black one is larger. It's a 2-inch titanium steel straightener, okay? Now this 2-inch one, this one I'm holding right now, is preferable because it takes in more hair. All right, more amount of hair, and it makes my job pretty easy, pretty neat, right? It doesn't stress me at all. So if I was using the other one I showed you earlier, that's the green colored straightener, it works very well, but it's going to take more time, okay? And you can always get your tools from Sally, you can get from Amazon, you can get from... I added some leave-in conditioner to the back of my palm so that I can, apply it to the hair while I am working on it. Now, it is very important to use less products, okay? Using too many products on your hair can cause it to be very heavy, and you have to use products that are lightweight. When I mean lightweight, meaning it doesn't leave that heavy residue of oil on it. Because if you do that, your hair is not going to bounce, your hair is not going to have that sway. So if you notice, the leave-in conditioner that I put at the back of my palm was very, very little, and I just rubbed very little into my fingers and used it to apply on the hair. So it's important that you use the less product you use, the better for you, okay? Use products that are important, products that will actually serve a purpose. Don't just use products because they look beautiful or the container says you can use it. No, if you need it, then you should use it. Now, the 3 products I have used so far is hair wax, or rather, let's start from the top. So the first product I used was my firewall spray. Now that firewall heat protecting spray was used to protect the hair from heat that will be coming from my tools, okay? You can get it from the salon, from every hair shop you want to buy from. If you don't find it, there are different brands of heat protecting spray. Just make sure that it's lightweight and it's not going to, make your hair greasy and all that, okay? Next, I came in with my hair wax. Hair wax is very important, especially for the closure, to help flatten it. Do not rub hair wax all over the wig. Now, hair wax has a way of making the hair feel greasy too, okay? So that is why I love to use it only on the closure. Hair wax is only for the closure. There are people that try to, rub hair wax around the hair just to make the hair more silky and all that. That is an error. I feel like you are just disturbing the hair unnecessarily, and it doesn't need to be done that way. So only on the closure, as I've shown you. Then I came in with my leave-in conditioner, very little. I just applied some to my fingers and put it on the hair. And now I am working my way all the way up to the top of the hair, okay? So now whenever you are using your tools on your hair, you need to remember that heat is very important. Now I have set my tool in such a way that the heat I already know the kind of heat that I want. Different hairs call for different level of heat, okay? When you have a synthetic hair, you do not use heat on a synthetic hair, all right? When you're washing a synthetic hair, you just, wash it straight up. If the package says it can stand heat, then it's going to write out the amount or the level of heat that the hair can take. Okay, usually synthetic hair don't cope well with heat, but for human hair, it does very well with heat. And all you need to do is just know the texture of your hair, not too hot. Don't make the heat too hot, or don't apply the heat for too long on the hair. Make sure you are moving with it gradually, using your comb as you are stretching the hair. You're using your comb to stretch the hair out, to comb it out for a smooth finish. All right, as you can see, I'm doing this styling line by line. I'm styling line by line. I'm not rushing the process. Each weft, I can pick out 2 wefts because this hair was machine sewn. If it is a hand sewn wig, then you can now decide if you want to just do it weft by, say, 1 line by 1 line or 2 lines each. But the essence of this whole process is to make sure that every part of this hair is properly styled, is properly stretched. This is a straight wig, so you have to take your time to straighten it, to stretch it out so that it looks very beautiful, okay? It's not a process that you should rush. It takes time to get it done. So that is why when you are when a customer comes and is talking about, oh, I want to revamp my wig, and you're telling them the process, they think it's just a 1-day thing. It's not a 1-day thing. It takes time to actually get this hair ready. From washing the hair to, let's not even go to washing. Let's start from pre-wash, from detangling to making sure that this hair is okay. Detangling takes hours. If the hair is terribly damaged or terribly tangled, then from there we move straight to washing, from washing to treating, from treating to drying, from drying to prepping it again for styling. Then now we are in the styling process, and you just have to make sure that you are taking your time. So usually you give 3 to 4 days minimum. That's the time you need to get a wig ready so that you don't rush the process, okay? So you can see that our hair is looking all lush and beautiful. So now I'm checking the hair to see if I'm satisfied with it, and I'm like, okay, I think the closure needs more wax and heat, okay, so that it is more flat to the way I want it and the way my client wants it too. Okay, so make sure you are giving your client top-notch service. Make sure you're taking your time. Make sure you're using good products. Do not just use anyhow products, because there are products that you use on the hair. It's going to give you a greasy feel. It's not going to come out well. All right. So please make sure you are using good products and good tools too. All right. Good amount of heat, the right amount of heat. Let it not be too dangerous to the hair. And thankfully, that is why I recommend using the right tools, because some people will use a clothing iron, which is good, right? No doubt. But the problem with using a clothing iron that you use for your clothes, the reason why it's not so ideal to use it on your closure is because the heat can be very, very bad, and it can burn the hair on the closure alongside the net. Okay, so you have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very careful. I have to say that several times so that you understand me better. So now our hair is getting ready. In fact, it's already ready, and usually I would turn it, make my video. This is where you make your video, add some finishing touches, spraying it to make sure that it's dry, and the sway test is working out just fine. So that's the sway test for me. When breeze blow your hair like this, you're feeling all good, feeling like a model on the runway. So yes, I am so happy that I'm done.